Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a wonderful morning because this is going to be a bit different. Now, this video may actually be released on a little bit later surface, maybe at 11 o'clock p.m. Oh no, is it a.m.? No, it's a.m. It's a.m. Than the typical of the dirty time. But this will be recorded at around 8 o'clock a.m. I digress, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that there's a bit of an update. Or rather, I missed this report entirely while doing my own research because I'm a failure, and I'm just here to update you guys. But apparently what we're having here is that Musk warns Zuckerberg, I'll sue. Twitter says Meta's Threads is a copycat and approached dozens of employees to misappropriate their trade secrets. Now, I am not an expert or a professional in this case. And now, if anybody, you guys are ITs or what have you, or have anything type of information about this type of stuff, please leave that in a comment down below because you guys might be more informative than I am on these type of situations. But let's just read the article and see what we have here. Twitter is threatening to file a lawsuit against Meta over its new Threads platform, accusing it of poaching former employees to create a copycat app. Twitter has a serious concern that Meta Platforms has engaged in systematic, willful, and unlawful misappropriation of Twitter's trade secrets and other intellectual property. Twitter lawyer Alex Sparrow wrote in a letter released Thursday, Twitter intends to strictly enforce its intellectual property rights and demands that Meta take immediate steps to stop using any Twitter trade secrets or other highly confidential information. The social media platform owned by Elon Musk threatened legal action the same day Meta went live with Threads. Meta creator Mark Zuckerberg painted Threads as a Twitter rival and has seen 30 million people sign up since the debut. Now, I don't know whether this is true or not, and I, of course, going to give benefit to the doubt of Elon Musk, but again, I don't know whether this is true, and I don't know if I wouldn't really put it past Mark Zuckerberg to do something similar to like this. But again, this is not really proven. I can't say this is proven, so it's all up in the air. However, if this is true, this is really, really bad for Mark Zuckerberg, and it doesn't make Threads, the actual platform, anywhere near as good as it seems to be. Because as I said before in my last video, that this stuff is not really looking to be that. Threads isn't looking to be a good platform. It seems people are actually leaving immediately 5 minutes afterwards, so I digress. Sparrow accused Meta of hiring dozens of former Twitter employees who had and continue to have access to Twitter's trade secrets and other highly confidential information. He also claimed Meta assigned those staffers to create copycat threads with the intent to use Twitter's trade secrets and other intellectual property in order to further the development of Twitter's competitor. Meta is expressly prohibited from engaging in any crawling or scraping of Twitter's followers or following data. As set forth in Twitter's terms of service, crawling any services, the letter stated. The letter alleged that the app is in violation of both state and federal law, as well as those employees' ongoing obligations to Twitter. Threads, which is trying to appeal to Twitter users by offering longer posts and accounts linked to their Instagram. Now, I wouldn't be too shocked by this as well, by the way, that employees that have been fired from Twitter or left Twitter, where you see the outrage or anger that they do not like Elon Musk, and they would go to, I guess, Mark Zuckerberg to get back and tell them all the secrets, which is, again, a huge problem. Again, if this does end up to be true, this shows you how the left operates, guys. This shows on how they seem to do their business. They have no problem with doing things illegally if it seems to attack people of the opposite side. So, again, these people will do things illegally and in bad faith just so they can get back at the opposite side. It's just completely asinine, all right? I don't even would agree with even people that are Republican or Democrat doing this to just do something illegally to get back at the other side. I want everything to be done in a correct and fine manner, and the fact that it's not being done in this way is really, really annoying, and wish things would be better in that case. The decision to create the rival comes after Elon Musk purchased Twitter for $44 billion. Since then, Musk spearheaded a series of controversial moves, including cutting staff and limiting the number of messages people can see a day. Blah, 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 blah. Well, we've already gone through this stuff before. Musk hit out at Meta's new platform and claimed it spreads false happiness like Instagram, which is also owned by Meta. Later, Musk responded to news of the potential lawsuit by stating on Twitter that competition is fine, cheating is not. Zuckerberg has yet to respond to the threat of a lawsuit, but he posted on Threads as the user base grew. Wow, of course. So we have this here that says the Twitter lookalike app Threads calls Twitter, retweets, reposts, and blah 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 blah. We all know this stuff like this, like that. So yeah, this is just all stuff that's being updated here. And of course, it's going to go down to the actual match between Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. That I don't really care too much about. But we have here is that now the reaction to Threads launch might include the threat of lawsuits. Twitter reserves all rights, including but not limited to the right to seek both civil remedies for injunctive relief without further notice to prevent any further retention, disclosure, or use of intellectual property by Meta. Spiral's Thursday letter to Meta argued. Spiral asked Zuckerberg to consider the letter as formal notice. The Meta must preserve any documents that could be relevant to the dispute between Twitter, Meta, and any former Twitter employee who now works for Meta. That includes, but is not limited to all documents related to the recruitment, hiring, and onboarding of these former Twitter employees. The development of Meta's competing Threads app and any communication between these former Twitter employees and any agent, representative, or employee or Meta, Spiral wrote. Over the past year, Meta has hired dozens of former Twitter employees. The letter noted. Twitter knows that these employees previously worked at Twitter, that these employees had and continue to have access to Twitter's trade secrets and other highly confidential information, that these employees owe ongoing obligations to Twitter, and that many of these employees have improperly retained Twitter contact with electronic devices. With that knowledge, Meta deliberately assigned these employees to develop, in a matter of months, Meta's copycat Threads app with the specific intent that they use Twitter's trade secrets and other intellectual property in order to accelerate the development of Meta's competing app. The letter continued. In addition, the letter stated Meta is expressly prohibited from engaging in any chronicling or scripting, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. So, it seems that Meta might be it seems like Meta might be in actual trouble, aka Threads, and it doesn't seem that Mark Zuckerberg might get away with this. Of course, this is all speculation, and this is up in the air. These are just currently allegations by Elon Musk himself. So until this goes to court and more evidence comes out and more information is released to us, this is all speculation, allegations, and we don't know what's true or what's not. But again, it's not looking too good for at least Threads by the looks of it. If you're being sued by one of the richest billionaires, which is honestly a rich person dogfight, it doesn't seem like it's looking too good. And honestly, if Elon Musk loses this, it's not being good on his part either, because, well, he's lying about it. So we have to wait and see what's going to go on here. Doesn't seem too great for us again, Meta. We'll have to see what happens. All right, guys. That's it for the video. Hope you guys have a great day, and take care.